Mr. Maasdorp, welcome to our program.
Thank you very much for having me.
Today, the New Development Bank is holding its first physical annual meeting in 3 years. The members finally have the chance to gather face-to-face with others from different fields to talk about how to shape the new era for global development based on the bank's previous achievements. So how do you define the new era, and what do you think are the biggest achievements the bank has made in recent years?
The theme for this year is indeed about the new era for development, and there are several features of characteristics of this new era. The first one I would say is the deeper focus on sustainability. This is captured in the strategy of the bank, where 40% of the bank's financing is going towards climate change. The second big part of our focus is promoting the use of local currency financing. As you know, interest rates have increased significantly from zero levels just 2 years ago to US dollar interest rates over 5% today. When countries borrow in US dollars, they have foreign exchange risk that they are exposed to. Many of the capital markets of many of our member countries are well developed enough for us to raise money in those currencies.
Especially in recent months, given the global banking crisis and high interest rates in Western economies, more companies and countries have been paying close attention to using national currencies. We've also seen increasing proportion of NDB approvals denominated in national currencies of member countries, which stood at around 22% in the first quarter of this year. So what role do you think the NDB can play in promoting using national currencies of member countries?
The goal overall is around 30% for the bank as a whole. In China, we are already exceeding that number. In China, close to 50% of the projects are in renminbi. On the 29th of May, the New Development Bank issued a panda bond for 8.5 billion renminbi. This is the single largest panda bond issued by any development bank globally. So we're very proud of this achievement, and we're very proud of the fact that we have been able to increase the size of our bond program in China to 40 billion renminbi. So the aim of this is to utilize those proceeds in local currency here in China. We will do the same in other member countries of the bank. In June, in next month, we aim to also issue a bond in South Africa, and we will be working on issuing similar programs in India, in Brazil, and then also in the new member countries that have just joined the bank.
The past 3 years have been tough ones due to the COVID pandemic, and now that the world has really turned the page on that, what do you think are the major challenges for the global development currently?
The world is going through multiple crises today. One of the crises is around the fiscal distress that many countries are suffering. Some countries, there's a large number of over 40 developing countries that are going through major debt challenges right now. What COVID has done is stretch the budgets of most of our member countries, and they're now in a recovery phase. One of the real benefits of a bank like the New Development Bank and other global institutions like Asia Infrastructure Investment Bank, Asia Development Bank, World Bank, and so on, is that we are very highly rated institutions. What that means is that we can provide funding much cheaper to our member countries than what they would be able to derive if they were to raise the money themselves. In future, we'll do more co-financing, where we will invite those banks to finance projects alongside us. Give you an example. We are building the metro in Mumbai together with Asia Infrastructure Investment Bank and Asia Development Bank. So we want to co-finance so we can stretch our balance sheets by working with other institutions as well, both development banks as well as private financial institutions.
The New Development Bank was established by Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, the BRICS countries, in 2015. And since then, it has been expanded to include more member countries, Bangladesh, United Arab Emirates, and Egypt. Does that mean the New Development Bank is now working to include more developing countries?
We are very excited about the fact that in 2021, Egypt, Bangladesh, United Arab Emirates joined the bank, and Uruguay is in the final stages of them joining. The process of membership expansion will now accelerate because also the new president, Dilma Rousseff, who's arrived here a few months ago, have indicated that this will be one of the biggest strategic priorities of the bank. So this will inject further energy and momentum into our membership process. It's not going to be a quick acceleration of 10, 20, 50 countries. It will be done in a phased manner.
Mr. Maasdorp, so great to have you. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.